headshot.
What is good, YouTube? It is my online lifting meet day, and here is the footage. So we started off with my squats, and I kind of picked a weight that I knew I could smoke pretty easily, and decided to open up with 325 here. And honestly, pretty glad I did. Felt good, came up easy, felt light, no big deals there, and was pretty happy with how that actually moved and everything. And then basically, just from what I've read and everything, this is kind of how I chose my weights, and ended up going with 375 here. And the reason I did that is I've done this before with a belt and knee sleeves, so I knew I could hit it, and I knew it would be a little difficult, but I knew I would get it. I would get my depth, I would look good, and everything would be fine. So it would actually be like a reasonably decent lift. It came up a little slower than I wanted it to, and it stalled a little bit, but it was good. I'm not going to complain about it. Now comes the weight that I've never lifted before, and this was a large fail. I shot for 405. I did swing for the fences a little bit on this, but hey, I figured if I hit it, I hit it. If I didn't, I didn't. I thought it would go a little bit better than it did, but it didn't. That 405 on my back, it was very intimidating. I really didn't think it would be. I was like shocked. I mean, I even kind of short stroked it there for a second, like, whoa, wait a minute, that's pretty heavy. And I think that's what got me and intimidated me, and as you see, it just kind of planted me on the floor. But it was a learning experience. I know what it feels like now, and honestly, I think with a little bit of work, I'll be able to smoke that 405 without an issue. So here's my bench press opener at 255, and that was amazing. That's a confidence builder right there if I've ever seen it. It was a real nice rep. Didn't have any issues, had a nice pause at the bottom, everything. Came in right after that and did 285, which I have done in the past. And this rep was a little slow, I'm not going to lie to you. It's a bit of a grinder rep. I may have actually been better off if I would have shot a little lower on my bench press, just because I think if I wouldn't have grinded this one out, I would have actually been able to get the 300 that I shot for right after this. As you will see, the 300-pound rep here didn't quite go as hoped. But again, as I was saying, I basically chose my weights as one I know I could smoke, one I knew I would hit as a good rep, and then one that I was just going to swing for the fences. And this was my swing for the fences. I actually had to talk myself out of 315, which probably would have went about the same way. I break it off the chest and it just stalled. There was nothing left, and I started feeling my form break down, my butt come off the floor and everything else. Now to my deadlift, which has been really, really awkward here the last few days. Basically all this week and a little bit of last week, my deadlift has just been, I have no idea what's going on, but I ended up pulling 405 and smoked that for my opener. Came in and I ripped 450. Really happy with my 450 rep. Everything felt really good. I felt strong. The 450 rep came up not fast, but not slow. I really honestly think I had another probably, little bit more in the tank. So I went for the 375, and I don't know what happened. It just stalled. It flat stalled on me off the floor. That is very unusual, and I don't know what happened, but it is what it is, so back to the drawing board, I suppose. Anyway, that was my video. That was my lift meet. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
I mean, my heart's beating, my hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting, I'm still getting